Officially, the crude will be handed over to MRPL Managing Director by representative of our crude parent company ONGC, Shri Sunil Kumar, Group General Manager Projects, who has come all the way from KG Basin Project. Sir, welcome you to this function. I request Subhash Chandra Pai, Group General Manager Finance, to welcome Sunil. Green welcome. Our associates, representatives from Indian Oil Corporation, Hindustan Petroleum, Bharat Petroleum, MSCZ Limited, ISPRL, MBPL, and NMPA, who have been our partners in the progress which we have made all here, I extend a very warm welcome to each one of you. Our friends from press are here. I extend my welcome to each one of the press member who is present here. So for marking this function as success, we have Team MRPL gathered here in a big number. I take this opportunity to welcome the collectives, employees, my senior officers, all my colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, to this function. I welcome all of you. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Light symbolizes knowledge and progress. I kindly ask the dignitaries on the dais to illuminate the lamp in front of the dais, symbolizing the enlightenment that we are poised to gain from the profound discourse that we are going to have today. May I request, sirs, to light the lamp in front of the dais, please. MRPL, being a refinery on the coast, has been blessed with opportunities to process many new crudes even before. ONGC's equity crude Nile blend was processed in MRPL for the first time in 2003. Sakhalin Sokol crude from Russia was processed here in 2006. Mangalore crude of Keynes in 2009. ONGC KG Basin and EOA field crude, Rava crude in 2014. CBOS2 crude from Kane Vedanta in 2016. And ONGC Videsh Limited's equity cargo, Das blend from Lower Zakum, Abu Dhabi was processed here. And Naga Yalanka crude, again ONGC and Kane GV, was processed in MRPL in 2019. And now we come to know more about new crude the black gold, KG 98 bar 2. The moment has come for us to grasp the true significance of today's event. With that in mind, I humbly request our esteemed Director Refinery to step forward and enlighten us about KG 98 bar 2 crude.
MD MRPL, Shri Shyam Kamath, Director of Finance, Vivek Ji, CVO MRPL, Ganesh Avre, DIG Coast Guard, Shri Mishra Ji, our parent company representative, Shri Sunil Kumar Ji, officials from the industry, HPCL, IOC, BPCL, SCZ, ISPRL, DCCIs of MRPL camp, Team MRPL, ladies and gentlemen, a very good morning to all of you. I think today, we all are here for this momentous occasion of our parent company Crude 98 by 2 receipt at MRPL Mangalore. It's a historic event and we all are here today to celebrate it. Before I proceed further, I would like to read out a quote from PM office, which is an extract of our Honorable Prime Minister from his one of the Man Ki Baat episode. Today, every corner of India is brimming with self-confidence, imbued with the spirit of developed India, the spirit of self-reliance. We have to maintain same spirit and momentum in 2024 as well. What our nation has achieved in past 10 years or recent this thing, we became a 5th largest economy in the world. We had a successful presidency and successful G20 summit in India. We had a successful landing of Chandrayaan 2 on the moon, made us proud to be the first country on the south pole of the moon. Aditya L1 is a chronography spacecraft for studying the solar atmosphere, designed and developed by Indian Space Research Organization ISRO, successfully launched. Our nation has topped the list of the digital payment in the record 89.5 million transactions. We won 2 Oscars, Best Original Song Natu Natu and the Best Documentary Short Film Elephant Whispers at Oscars. We also had a fastest rollover of 5G network, which saw 1 installation per minute. Our players at Asian Games have won 107 medals, and they have also won around 111 medals in the Asian Para Games. India's progress on a global innovation index from 81th rank in 2015 is now come to 40th currently. India is emerging as a innovation. So how proud? Yes, very proud indeed. Today I have been to highlight the significance of this event. That is the first cargo of ONGC KG Basin DWN 98 by 2 crude receipt at MRPL. To my mind, The significance of this event can be articulated in one or two words. What are those? Atmanirbhar Bharat, Self-Reliant Bharat, Vocal for Local, Mission Viksit Bharat, Vishwaguru Bharat, Samarth Bharat. I think this is the way I would, articulate the significance of this event which is happening at MRPL today. To achieve this kind of a growth and development, nation must be backed up with a effective energy security. We have a huge population. The development and economic growth of any country of this size of the population, if there is no energy security, it is not possible. The history of countries is woven with the stories of those who recognized the profound impact of energy independence in their growth and development. To name a few, in early days, if you see United Kingdom, during the Industrial Revolution, discovered and utilized its vast coal reserves, which fueled the engine of progress, transforming the nation into one of the largest industrial powers in those days. Norway has leveraged the renewable hydro energy wealth to build the robust and sustainable economy. Nations like Saudi Arabia, Kuwait, UAE leverage their energy wealth to diversify their economy, investing in infrastructure, education and healthcare. Shale oil discovery in US was the pivotal to push US position from outside top 10 oil producing company to becoming the one of the largest world's oil producer. Nations that grasp the significance of self-sufficiency in energy resources lay the foundation of innovation, prosperity and resilience. Let me give you an overlook of energy scenario in India. India energy mix overview, coal is 44%, biomass and waste is around 21%, petroleum and other liquid are around 25%, natural gas is 6%, nuclear 1%, hydroelectricity 2%, renewable 1%. The total energy consumption of India is equivalent to around 1000 MMTPA of oil equivalent. The crude oil dependency, 25% of the India's energy needs are supplied by the crude oil. 85% of the crude oil equivalent is imported in the nation. Our domestic production has to come up. 85% is a significant chunk. To meet our domestic demand, we import 85 to 80% and balance is the domestic. To secure our future, to stimulate our economic growth, this is the area of focus and government has given a special attention to all operators, including our parent company, to see that how best we can increase our exploration activity, discover the fields, monetize it at the earliest. Coming back to the economic implication, crude oil is a seller's market. India faces a trade priority due to the dollar dependence. Heavy dollar expenditure impacts the economic balance. 85% of the crude, if nation has to, import, the dollar payment equivalent, you can understand what kind of a forex outflow takes place in this entire thing. That is the importance of, the occasion what we are having over here. How India can increase the find of the domestic crude and try to, bridge this gap. Potential for self-reliance, achieving self-reliance in energy could be an enormous thing for stimulating the economic growth. The current dependence on the imported crude, as I told, creates an economic vulnerability. Today is the momentous occasion and a very special day for MRPL to receive MT Swarna Sandhu carrying ONGC DWN 98 by 2, very first crude parcel from the east coast. The cargo size is around 60,000 metric ton. It is a great privilege for MRPL to have honor of processing this crude at our refinery complex. The icing on the cake is that the parcel comes from our parent company ONGC. Team MRPL carries high regards towards ONGC, whose visionary leadership spotted potential in MRPL and taken it under their fold in the year 2003 in order to realize their dream of becoming a totally integrated company from drilling to dispensing. Let me give you a brief about KG 98 by 2 discovery. I think Sunil Kumarji is there and he will also, talk a little more detail, but I would like to take opportunity to, to best of my knowledge what I have, I should share with the audience. So before coming to 98 by 2, what is the scenario? A question comes to my mind, why there is only one Mumbai High? On 18 February 2024, this asset of Mumbai High of ONGC celebrated its 50th year of operation, Golden Jubilee. From last 50 years, this asset has been, producing. I think kudos to team ONGC for that asset. And my basic question was, why there is only one Mumbai High? I think perhaps the answer comes here. Hopefully, God willing, I think this could be the answer what India as a nation, we are looking forward. Exploration business is full of risk-taking, uncertainty. Data mining is easier now. Technology is much in use now. Necessary policy intervention has been, done over the past years. Let us appreciate 50 years back when ONGC has discovered Mumbai High, these all things were not there. And how these fields were discovered at that point of time and they are still producing. The Mumbai High discovery initially estimated around 500 million metric ton of oil equivalent reserve with 3P concept. 3P means your proven, probable and possible. But with the subsequent development, it has grown to more than 2,300 million metric ton of oil equivalent with 3P in place. So that is the volume of production, what was anticipated and what this field is producing today. ONGC has made more than 650 discoveries till date. Lot of them will be monetized shortly. We have in a country as of now 9,000 million metric ton of oil equivalent 3P in place crude oil reserves, while more than 8,000 million metric ton of oil equivalent crude is on a 2P. 2P means proven and possible. And these are the things where as a nation we are looking forward eagerly that how these can be put into the operation and monetize and secures India's energy security. So with this big background of how the exploration started and what kind of effort ONGC made 50 years back for Mumbai High, let us turn the page to 98 by 2. 98 by 2 has started its oil production in January 24. It lies in Andhra Pradesh offshore. in Krishna Godavari Basin. The field is producing around 12,000 barrels of oil per day currently, using floating production and storage offloading FPSO. Once the stored crude in this FPSO reaches a critical level, it is transferred to a ship. In our case, it is Swarna Sindhu, which was flagged off by our Honorable Prime Minister on 2nd of March for its voyage to MRPL Mangalore. The another important thing which I would like to highlight, that this FPSO, named as Armada Sterling, is used to produce oil from KG 98/2, is having a lot of indigenous component. It is one of the largest installation ever deployed in the Indian subcontinent. It is the largest FPSO designed for the super cyclone conditions prevailing in the eastern offshore of India, and it has a processing capability of 50,000 barrels per day. At its peak production, the project will add to 7% incremental production level of India's oil and gas production. We congratulate our parent company ONGC for their untiring effort to give our nation with this kind of an incremental oil and gas discovery. And we wish them more success in the days to come, which will definitely drive our nation towards the energy self-sufficiency. Friends, I believe in Dr. Abdul Kalam a lot, and I want to quote one of his quote here. You have to dream before your dream comes true. You have to dream before your dream comes true. Let's dream for a tomorrow in which India produces 50% of our crude requirement domestically. I am sure the day this happens, our nation will have a greater self-reliance in energy and can unlock immense economic potential. As far as MRPL is concerned, it has a many strategic advantage, requisite hardware, proven track record, skill set to process any kind of a crude to unlock the economic value out of its refinery business. We have more than 250 crude in our crude basket, and we have processed more than 100 types of different crudes so far. MRPL name is synonymous with first, always first. First refinery to produce lead-free petrol, first refinery to produce BS2, at that time Euro 2, Euro 3, many firsts were there. And we are delighted to, be honored to have this parcel to still be first in processing this crude. We have received many first crude. Nile blend from ONGC, we got it in 2003. We got Mangalore first crude processing opportunity. Many more crude we have got. We have a special preference towards processing domestic crude, as it often tends to make economic sense for our refinery complex, which is tightly integrated with our aromatic complex. This capability and flexibilities are exploited each and every time by our talented team, who is always eager to make it happen in the best interest of the company. Credit of our growth story is richly deserved by Team MRPL present over here. I think it deserves the applaud. MRPL commitment to the innovation and its fearless approach towards processing new and challenging crude types is well established. Being first to process KG DWN 98/2 crude showcases MRPL pioneering spirit and its role in shaping the economic development of India. This achievement not only demonstrates the technical prowess but also contributes to the nation's progress by expanding the scope of its energy resources. The milestone will undoubtedly be remembered as a significant chapter in the history of India's economic development, highlighting continuous dedication of ONGC group of companies to stay at the forefront of oil and gas industry and walk confidently in this period of Amrit Kal. It is a great example how a forward-thinking attitude can lead to a groundbreaking accomplishments. Congratulations once again to Team ONGC for its remarkable achievements. Best wishes to MRPL team for successful processing the first ever crude parcel from our parent company, and I wish Team MRPL to demand more from our parent, more parcels of this crude oil. With this, I thank you all of you. Chhuenge hum asman. Jai Hind.
That was our Director Refinery, who is very passionate about MRPL and the country's growth in the days to come. He mentioned about many respected dignitaries, dear friends and guests. Now the moment has come for us to witness the historic moment through the visuals. First, please view a glimpse of our own. Here she goes, Swarna.
India, one of the fastest growing economies in the world, is marching ahead to achieve prosperity for all its citizens through Atmanirbharta or self-reliance. The Honorable Prime Minister Shri of making India MRPL is taking to be transformed into a range of hydrocarbon products that will fulfill the nation's energy needs. With this pioneering step, MRPL and ONGC have accomplished a landmark in surging ahead towards Atmanirbhar Bharat.
Ladies and gentlemen, now I take you to the seashore where MRPL jetty facilities lay. Our colleagues, Sri Harish Babu, Sri Manohar Moili, Mr. Kamath, ensuring safe unloading of the oil to MRPL facilities by making thorough checks with all safety precautions.
We have just received the first consignment of KG-D98 crude from ONGC KG Basin, and this has been carried in MT Swarna Sindhu. The vessel has berthed in Jetty 11 of NMPA, and all the pre-discharge checks, ship and shore checks have completed. Loading arms are connected, and vessel is ready in all respects to start the discharge of the crude.
Chemicals in the service of the nation. Now, as a symbol of this transfer, as a symbolic gesture, Sri Sunil Kumarji, who has come from ONGC, will be handing over the crude oil to Team MRPL led by our Managing Director, sir, Shri Mundkur Shyam Prasad Kamatji. We also have future Director Finance of ONGC. Thank you, sirs. Here is the memento of KG 98/2 black gold prepared on this occasion. And I request Group General Manager HR to come forward to hand over this memento to the dignitaries and our guests and associates. Sir, to our industry associates and guests also. Kindly hand over the memento to representatives from IOCL, BPCL, HPCL, MSCZL, ISPRL and MBPL. Thank you for coming forward and receiving it from our GGM. And our most significant associates in the entire business, NMPA. From NMPA we have I request dignitaries from NMPA to come forward. Partners in our business and in our service to the nation. If anyone has missed, MBPL, ISPRL, MSCZL, NMPA, IOCL, HPCL and BPCL. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Now it's time for us to listen to some of our dignitaries. First of all, I request from Coast Guard, Shri P.K. Mishraji, District Commander. Coast Guard is the organization that helps safety of our lives and our cargo and play a immensely vital role in our business.
Good afternoon to all of you. It is an immense privilege for me to be here and join the Crude family. Crude word itself says the basic in English language. And if you say attach the word family to it, it is all a basic family which is coming together. So anyone in the business of taking out crude, transporting it, refining it, converting the crude to the real gold that we see in our automobiles, and we do a small part of it, provide security, both in the natural form and in the transportation form. Incidentally, I have been commanding a ship which is a patrol vessel or a pollution control vessel, which was deployed in the East Coast only, and had an opportunity to go to each of the well in the KG basin. So I was just inquiring from Sunil Kumar ji, how many wells are we drilling from? So it is a great, to my knowledge, to know that 4 wells we have been taking out these oils, and it is rightly very enthralling and enchanting to see that we are moving such a step forward, and from that KG basin itself, 7% of ONGC oil is going to come out, and which is going to affect the nation economically, and all others in the nation, not only you, we will have that economic benefits coming out of it. MRPL has been doing a great job, both in terms of providing economic security, energy security, and this energy security is how important we realized, I personally realized during the Kargil operation, when India and Pakistan were at the verge of fighting. And we realized that time that we had the strategic reserve for 11 days, and Pakistan had only a strategic reserve of 1 day. So the best way of fighting Pakistan was to blockade the energy resource which is going to come to Pakistan. The best effort that till date that Navy has done is we blockaded the all the energy which was going to come to Pakistan. And because of that, we could see that there was not much of support from Navy to Army Chief, and hence there was a basically Army had to stop giving support to the terrorists which had entered the Kargil area, and finally we could take over whatever we had done. So this is the importance of energy and energy resource. And you can, or other example you can see of diplomacy is when Abhimanyu was caught in Pakistan, had to land because of the his crash of his aircraft. By way of diplomacy, that through US and Iran, we could get him back within 24 hours. That was a great achievement from the diplomatic front of India. Coast Guard, as you know, is been part of this endeavor, providing security to sea lanes of communication and the seas around. The task here given to us is to guard, protect, provide security to 4.20 million square miles all along the Indian coast as well as the islands. We are trying to do our best, and for that we have to know our partners best. So I'll thank my partners for continue doing the great job they're doing, and from the Coast Guard side, I can assure you all over India will be there, and we'll be providing all the best possible support that we can give. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. We thank you for presenting those wonderful facts, and we also count on you for your support to our sustained business and our nation's energy security. Now I request our CVO sir to speak on this occasion.
distinguished Managing Director, MRPL, Shri M. Shyam Kamath sir, Director Refinery, Shri Sanjay Verma sir, Director Finance, Shri Vivek ji, distinguished guests from ONGC and Indian Coast Guard on the dais, esteemed guests from different oil PSUs, guests from industries, guests from media, my friends and colleagues from MRPL, ladies and gentlemen. Today is an auspicious day for all of us, and it's a proud moment. First crude cargo from our ONGCs, our own ONGCs, KG 92 is received at MRPL, which was flagged off by our Honorable Prime Minister on 2nd of March. This is also important when the nation is moving towards Atmanirbhar Bharat. As you all know that India is the third largest oil importer as well as consumer, and its energy requirement is continuously on the rise. We are importing around 85% of our crude requirement from different parts of the world, depending on the international market scenario. We are already committed to bring down the crude imports, and the KG block reserve, the Krishna Godavari block reserve, is going to increase our total crude oil and natural gas production by 7%. This is going to have a significant positive impact on country's energy dependence in the years to come. We are surging ahead to become a developed economy. We need to reduce our energy dependence on others. Dependency on other nations for crude oil presents countless challenges, like geopolitical tensions that we already witnessed in the Russia-Ukraine war and similar kind of Israel war, like that. Environmental concerns, etc. And we are always at the receiving end at these situations, because the West continues to dictate us in the crude oil sector. Heavy reliance on imports may lead to trade imbalances. So when our goal is to become a developed economy, we should focus more on having our own domestic crude reserves. ONGC is leading the nation in this regard and contributing towards our energy independence. We here at MRPL, we are very proud. MRPL has already achieved, as Sanjay Verma sir told, it has already achieved several milestones, being first in its capabilities in processing wide variety of crudes. By processing indigenous crude, MRPL will enhance country's energy security, reduce import dependence, and support economic growth. It will be a movement of paradigm shift towards energy diversification, sustainability, and resilience. I won't take much time because much has been said on the exploration and final receipt of the crude at MRPL. I would like to congratulate everyone involved in this whole journey. It's not one day's achievement. It has taken many years, and I was told the East Coast has got different, altogether different situations in exploration as well as extraction, because the depth of water is much deeper compared to the West Coast. It's a great achievement from ONGC. We are all proud of ONGC. I am thankful to MRPL for giving me an opportunity to be part of this significant and auspicious moment. We should all strive to achieve our goal of Atmanirbhar Bharat, and I am sure that Chhuenge Asman will become the reality in the days to come. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for your impactful role in keeping us alert and our systems agile. And now I request Shri Sunil Kumarji, who has come from ONGC, who will be giving us more insights about this crude and the KG basin.
Sri MS Kamatji, Managing Director, MRPL. Sri Vivek Tangavarkarji, Director Finance, Director Refinery, CBO. Our esteemed guest, Sri P.K. Mishraji from Coast Guard, dignitaries of the dais, Team MRPL, ladies, gents and friends. Before I start my presentation, I'd like to congratulate you all. And this is a historic moment for which we have gathered. So you deserve a big round of applause. Let us give yourself a big round of applause. I'm witnessing the moments and the proud moment for all of us being an ONGC family. I'll present some facts in front of you which will make you further proud about the project, about the whole ONGC family, the way we are working in different terrains, challenging environment. Definitely it is going to add feathers in our cap. It is adding that, and will become more proud. So let me present some facts in front of you. Yeah, next. Let me tell you, the project itself is getting recognition all across the world from global fraternity, safety fraternity, global safety awards we have received from World Safety System London, International Safety Awards by British Safety Council, and definitely our own Excellence in Safety by Corporate HSC. So the whole project has got awards which is best in the world. So I think it deserves a big round. We are following all safety measures, taking care of millions of man hours without any lost time. Yeah. So this is brief about the project. We are presently having this cluster 2. The KG 98/2 project is divided into 3 clusters, cluster 1, 2, and 3. Cluster 2A, that is oil fields from where we are getting this oil. And the total block area as of now with us is 2,392 square kilometer. Next. I've got 10 minutes of time, so I'll try to cover within 10, maybe couple of minutes more if I'm permitted, 12 minutes or so. Yeah. So I'm presenting some numbers in front of you. Just see the capex of this particular project itself. $5 billion. This is a single project of ONGC having the capex of $5,000 odd million. And first gas we have received on 5th March 2020 and the first oil on 7th January. The envisaged oil and gas production, 14+ million metric tons of oil during the entire life and 30.5 BCM of gas. We have got 26 wells, 13 oil, 7 gas and 6 water injection. And so far we have started producing from the 4 oil wells. All oil, gas and water injection wells are ready. So we are going to add that more additional production. I'll come to that. And the facilities are having 4 components. That is central processing platform, that is CPP and living quarters. The capacity of that is to process 6.5 million standard cubic meter of gas per day. SPS plus SURF, that is our subsea production systems, and subsea umbilical risers and facilities, which are actually subsea pipelines, umbilicals, controls, wells, everything comes under that. Third one is chartered hire of FPSO, as you know, and then onshore facilities. Yeah, next. This is a brief presentation about the project. Let us listen to this and watch.
माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी ने 15 अगस्त 2022 को अपने स्वतंत्रता दिवस भाषण में 2047 तक भारत को ऊर्जा के क्षेत्र में आत्मनिर्भर बनाने के लक्ष्य को साझा किया। ONGC माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी द्वारा दिए गए लक्ष्य के प्रति प्रतिबद्ध है और भारत के पूर्वी तट में गहरे और अत्यधिक गहरे जल क्षेत्रों के विकास में महत्वपूर्ण प्रगति कर रही है। ये परियोजना कृष्णा गोदावरी बेसिन में ONGC की प्रमुख गहरे पानी KGDWN 98-2 क्लस्टर 2 विकास परियोजना का हिस्सा है। लगभग 41,000 करोड़ रुपए के अनुमानित निवेश के साथ इस परियोजना में प्रतिदिन लगभग 45,000 बैरल तेल और प्रतिदिन लगभग 10 मिलियन मानक घन मीटर गैस उत्पादन के साथ कच्चे तेल की चरम उत्पादन क्षमता है, जो भारत के कच्चे तेल और प्राकृतिक गैस उत्पादन में 7% की वृद्धि करेगी। परियोजना को अपने विकास के चरणों के दौरान कई तकनीकी चुनौतियों का सामना करना पड़ा है, जिनमें तेज उपसमुद्र धाराएं, कई चक्रवातों के कारण उपसमुद्र स्थापना गतिविधियों में बाधा आना, अत्यधिक चिकने कच्चे तेल के प्रवाह से जुड़ी फ्लो एश्योरेंस चुनौतियां, सागर तल पर लगभग 1 डिग्री सेल्सियस जितना कम तापमान, नदी जल पर निर्यात हेतु पाइपलाइनें बिछाना आदि शामिल है। ONGC अपने अथक प्रयासों, दृढ़ता, उत्कृष्ट इंजीनियरिंग प्रयोगों और नवीन समाधानों के साथ इन चुनौतियों से निपटने में सक्षम थी। ONGC को इन खोजों के विकास पर गर्व है, क्योंकि माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी के आत्मनिर्भर भारत के लक्ष्य के अनुरूप भारत में पहली बार उपसमुद्री संरचनाओं का निर्माण किया जा रहा है। जैसे जैसे भारत प्रधानमंत्री श्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी के दूरदर्शी नेतृत्व में सबसे तेजी से बढ़ती अर्थव्यवस्थाओं में से एक के रूप में उभर रहा है, हमारा ऊर्जा उत्पादन कृष्णा गोदावरी बेसिन की सबसे गहरी सीमाओं से आगे बढ़ रहा है, जो एक ऊर्जा आत्मनिर्भर भारत की दिशा में योगदान दे रहा है। एक आत्मनिर्भर और समृद्ध भारत।
This is brief about the project. What you have seen, this is the schematic of that. So mostly I have covered. We are having onshore terminal, that is S1 and Vasistha. Then for MIG regeneration, we are having at another plant at Odarribu. FPSO, you are able to see that. CPP, LQP, I have spoken about this. Then another terminal is there at Mallavaram. So altogether, this is the, we are covering actually 6 oil wells, oil fields and 6 gas fields. Yeah. About the oil field development, all the 13 oil wells that is completed. We are having subsea pipelines for this, 111 kilometer. And umbilical, let me tell you, when you are having oil wells deep into the ocean, then you have to control the wells. You have to open the valves, close the valves, flow meters are there, pressure and temperature sensors are there, chemical injection, MEG, corrosion emitter, scale inhibitors, all these need to be injected. And for that, we are having umbilicals. So those are all umbilicals we have installed. And STP buoy, this is very significant thing. The FPSO, what you are seeing, it is having permanently moored STP buoy, that is subsea turret protection system, which is connected with the subsea through mooring lines. It is fixed. And along that STP buoy, the whole FPSO is weather winning. Means the whole FPSO is moving around that STP buoy, depending upon the current, direction of the wind, so that it can withstand the highest cyclonic conditions. This itself is a technological challenge and a technological marvel. Because just imagine 50,000 tons of FPSO is weather winning around one STP buoy. And this is one of the, you can say this is the largest STP buoy ever deployed in the history, more than 1,047 tons. You know that we achieved this first oil. As of now, 12,000 plus BOPT is there from 4 wells. And we are working. All the wells are there. We have to connect those wells. And very soon, we are going to increase the production to 45,000 barrels per day. Let me talk about the gas field because it will give a flavor to you about the project itself. Gas field, as you know, all the gas wells are ready. The subsea rigid pipelines, more than 225 kilometers installed. Onshore rigid pipelines, since gas will be coming to onshore. So all that is completed. Risers, which is actually connecting the wells to the platform, that is also installed. Massive structures are there. You may not be able to visualize, but each different structures are more than 200 tons, 200 plus tons, massive structures. Those have also been deployed. And gas export pipeline, 20-inch gas export pipeline that will be coming from central processing platform to Odal River. That is also completed. And platform is coming. I'll show that also. And U field, one of the fields we have put on the production. Other two fields, R and A gas fields, that we are going to put on production within, say, 6 months' time. Next one. These are the few photographs at the offshore where jackets, you can see on the left, these are the jackets. And you can, second photograph, you can see the person working there and you can visualize the size of the jacket. And third photograph also, you can see, in the first photograph, you may not be able to see the dia and the size. And that is being done. And let me tell you one more thing. We can go to the next video. This is also a momentous occasion. This is our CPP, Central Process Platform structure. It has sailed away on 6th of March from Lumut Yard, Malaysia. This massive platform, you can see, it is 14,000 metric tons of platform. It has sailed away. We are working here at East Coast on the jackets. Once it will come here, we'll install this platform. Subsequent to this structure, we are having another one, that is living quarters, which is another 7,000 metric tons of structure. That will also come, and that we are going to install there at the CPPL QP location, where big barges are working as of now. Next. Let me tell you the challenges. Yeah, next. As you know that we are working in deep water, subsea pipelines. The technology altogether is different. The water depth here in the KG project, I'm talking about 26 wells. The water depth is ranging from 400 meters to 1400 meters. So you can see 1400 means 1.4 kilometer of water depth. And when we go to the cluster 3 location, it is on an average 2600 meter, 2.6 kilometer depth. If you compare that with West Coast, that is our Mumbai High, Basian Satellite, other fields, these fields are there at the water depth of maximum 100 meters, only 100 meters. If you go to 200 nautical mile into the sea, the depth is not more than 100 meters. Whereas in the East Coast, couple of kilometers you move forward, it is going into kilometers of water depth. So challenges are different. And because of that, we cannot install platforms and the deeper water. You have to take that oil and gas to shallower area where we can install our platforms or floaters like FPSO or onshore terminal. So we are having hydrid issues. For that, we have to keep injecting different chemicals, MEG or methanol. Then slugging is there because of undulation. The seabed is having a lot of undulations going up and down. So it is having a big flow assurance challenge. Just imagine how you can, and it is flowing oil and gas. So how to evacuate that? That becomes a very big challenge. Then highly waxic crude is there. Here, wax content, in this kg project oil, the wax content is up to 24%. And the pour point is also in the range of 31 to 36 degrees, high pour point, high wax content. And also the API gravity is almost about 30.4 to 35.8 degree. Then we need to, when you're working at deep water, the water temperature is also very low. So you have to protect the heat, what you're getting from the wells. And for that, you need to have the insulation. So a lot of this, first time we have done certain technology like pipe in pipe. Those have been done for the first time in the country. You saw that photographs at Chennai. Kattupalli yard is there. It was done there. Then no touch time or NTT or LTT. That means when you close the well, then within certain hours, you have to either start the well or start circulating the chemicals or hot diesel. In this case, no touch time is 7 hours. Means if wells, due to any reason, you close, within 7 hours you have to start. So many systems are there, but within 7 hours you have to start, otherwise it will congeal and you cannot flow the oil subsequently. So it's a big challenge. Next. And then weather condition, East Coast and West Coast. East Coast weather conditions are totally different. Cyclonic weathers, we are prone to that. And the working weather, in case of West Coast, we are having only monsoon 4 months. 8 months we are having working season. But in case of East Coast, only we are having 4 months working window, January to April. 8 months is difficult. And during those 4 months also, we are having high sea currents. Cyclone comes. So really it's a big challenge for us. Then localized subsea currents, because it's a mouth of Godavari River and it is meeting there. Sangam is there, and because of that, there are a lot of anomalies. Normally when you go down, sea current reduces, but in this case, many places it is increasing. So this is one thing, and let me tell you weather-winning FPSO that I have to explain to you. And here I would like to, go to the next slide. Just this will give a flavor to you, just to indicate that in this project, when we started working, the execution started working from 2019 onwards till now. The first row, cyclones, just count, 17 cyclones. During last 5 years, when we are working on this KG-98 project, 17 cyclones we have faced. And we have come through, we have faced those challenges, and now we are getting this success. So just imagine the oil, what we are having. It's an example of human endurance. How much efforts have gone into this? Massive effort. And really it makes all of us very proud that way we are working and facing all these challenges. And let me tell you, for many things we have gone out of box. And here Mr. P.K. Mishra ji is here from Coast Guard. Let me tell you, the Coast Guard at East Coast, Vizag team, as well as the Indian Navy, they are doing excellent job and supporting us. Big round of applause for them. I'll take this opportunity to give one example. When we are working on this FPSO, connecting risers and other things, we face this, situation of fishing nets. A lot of fishing nets are floating on the sea, and it came and got stuck up just below the STP buoy. We have to pull the risers, means our pipelines, but it is totally covered, and we were not able to remove that. And the current was in the range of 1.8 to 3.9 knots. No commercial diver can go into that. 1.2, 1.25 knots, they can go maximum. But it was 3.9. We approached Indian Navy. We asked them, and you will be happy to know, you'll be proud to know that 4 times Indian naval ship, INS Savitri and INS Ghadial, were deployed. Marcos Navy commandos were deployed to remove those fishing nets. Never in the history like it happened like this. the vessel, the marine spread, the big barges with lot of foreigners on the vessel, they were waiting for this to be removed. And when they saw our Marcos, our commandos working in that current, they were very surprised. They were saying that never in their life they have seen someone venturing into the sea at that current. They were saluting Indian Navy team that what a team you have got. So really the support we got from Navy and Coast Guard, marvelous. And we have to keep getting those support. So thank you, Mr. Sir. Please convey our thanks to all of them at your Vizag team. Thank you. Next. And of course, you know that project management challenges is a cost-intensive $5 billion, and we have to make everything correct for the first time itself. We don't have any margin of any error. Working at that water depth, if you do anything wrong, it will be millions and billions of dollars go haywire. And always, we used to have this, it's a historical thing, cost and time overrun, but we are able to complete this. And definitely it's a multidisciplinary approach. Next. So I think, and let me tell you, the first oil, you have seen this, the U-field onshore facilities, it was also dedicated by Honorable Prime Minister. And first crude oil cargo was also flagged up by Honorable Prime Minister, and we are witnessing that receipt here. Yeah, next. So with this, these are few photographs, just you can have a look on this. Next. Yeah, next. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for that graphic description which gave us very first-hand details about this all business of exploration. Shri Sunil Kumarji mentioned about umbilicals. There is a very strong umbilical between ONGC and MRPL. And every department level and industry level, we get their support. Today we have witnessed what challenges they have faced and what kind of innovations have undergone in producing this KG98-2. And on behalf of entire team MRPL, I want to say to Sri Sunil Kumar, as we reach the final leg of this event, we today have tremendous enlightenment, starting from our Director Refinery. We got so many details from all our dignitaries, and we also got inspiration. And for those among us, especially young engineers and professionals who need further dose of inspiration, there is a story of a gentleman who began as a foot soldier in the engineering technical department of this organization and reached the helm of affairs, reaching the pinnacle of success in this organization, presenting to you our new young and dynamic MD, Shri Munkur Shyamprasad Kamachi.
Good afternoon to all. Dignitaries on the dais, Director Refinery MRPL, Director Finance MRPL, CVO MRPL, DIG Coast Guard, and our guest today, Sri Sunil Kumarji from our parent ONGC. Fellow industry colleagues who are present here from IOC, HPC, BPC, guests from NMPA, our partners in the major infrastructure that we're having, friends from the media, Team MRPL who are present here, and the team which is watching this program virtually from Mangalore, Bangalore, and Delhi. Ladies and gentlemen, well, having heard from the earlier speakers, Director Refinery, and from our guest, Sri Sunil Kumarji, on the entire project details, the kind of challenges that they have faced, the project cost itself, and most importantly, the kind of safety accolades that ONGC has got for this specific project. It's really, really we need to appreciate the kind of safety features that has gone into this project. I stand before you today with immense pressure and pride as we celebrate this historic milestone in the journey of Mangalore Refinery and Petrochemicals Limited. Today marks the inaugural receipt of KGD 98/2 crude in our refinery, and it is indeed an occasion that demands our collective acknowledgement and appreciation. It was told that prior to this crude, MRPL has been processing new crudes in this refinery, and for the first time. There have been 7 crudes which we were the first one to process, and that too, all the 7, our parent has been involved in somewhere as a full equity owner or as a joint owner. And this is the 8th crude from ONGC that we are going to process in the refinery. As we dwell into the remarkable efforts that culminated in the realization of KG 98/2 crude, it prompts us to reflect on the pivotal role our parent company ONGC plays in bolstering our nation's energy security. The commencement of operation in this specific block signifies a noteworthy achievement, contributing to a 7% increase in overall domestic crude availability in India. This in turn translates to a substantial reduction in the need for crude imports into our country. The impact of such a development is truly significant, underscoring the potential for transformative changes in the energy landscape of our country. I cannot help but wonder and pray for the prospect of developing of emergence 4 to 5 more blocks akin to KG 98/2 from ONGC. Operationalization of these additional blocks hold the promise of revolutionizing India energy scenario, further solidifying our position in the realm of energy self-sufficiency. The foresight and commitment demonstrated by ONGC in these endeavors are crucial elements in shaping a more resilient and sustainable energy future of our nation. This significant event is not merely an achievement for MRPL alone, but holds paramount importance for our beloved motherland and its pursuit of self-reliance in the energy sector. Our commitment to Atmanirbhar Bharat is exemplified through the diversification of crude sources, reducing dependency on external supplies, and enhancing the stability of our energy security. The receipt of KG 98/2 crude stands as a testament to our dedication to fostering Atmanirbharata and ensuring the strategic autonomy of our nation. MRPL has strategically invested in acquiring the optimal configuration to process diverse range of crudes. The incorporation of 3 distinct crude trains, each equipped to handle various types of crude, significantly amplifies MRPL's capacity to process virtually any kind of crude. As highlighted earlier by Dr. Refinery, MRPL has consistently demonstrated its commitment to innovation by actively experimenting with new crudes and meticulously studying their effects, consequently generating valuable case studies. The inherent capability embedded in our configuration, coupled with the unwavering determination of Team MRPL to tackle challenges head-on, has earned us a distinguished reputation in the industry. This reputation reflects not only Team MRPL's technical prowess, but also our proactive approach to exploring and adapting to the dynamic landscape of crude oil processing. As we integrate KG-98/2 crude oil into our refinery processes, we recognize the pivotal role that crude oil plays in the overall profitability and productivity of the refinery. This particular crude, with its unique characteristics, is set to elevate our capabilities and contribute significantly to our operational efficiency. The significance of KG-98/2 crude extends beyond its contribution to the refinery. It is a symbol of collaboration, technological advancement, and our collective dedication to national progress. As we embark on this journey of self-reliance, let us forge ahead with a commitment to overall excellence, knowing that collaborations and partnership are crucial for the sustained success of MRPL. MRPL's commitment to Atmanirbharta extends beyond crude processing and crude sourcing, encompassing a broader vision of excellence. India's pharmaceutical industry has emerged as a global player, contributing significantly to the production and export of pharmaceutical products. However, a notable aspect of this is India's substantial dependence on import of active pharmaceutical ingredients, what are called as APIs. These APIs form the critical components of pharmaceutical formulations, and India sources a majority portion of these key elements from other countries. This import reliance poses challenges for the domestic pharmaceutical sector, as disruptions in the global supply chain can impact the production of these essential drugs. This is to an extent that without these raw materials, even the most common drug, paracetamol, we may find it difficult to get. Efforts are underway to strengthen India's API manufacturing capabilities, aiming to reduce dependency and enhance self-sufficiency in the pharmaceutical sector. The government, in collaboration with the industry, is implementing strategic initiatives and policies to promote indigenous API production, fostering a resilient and sustainable pharmaceutical ecosystem in the country. MRPL, on its part, is also investing itself in the development of APIs through its innovation hub. And I'm pleased to inform that we are near to placing the order for the first demo plant for the in-house developed technology for a demo plant. Our focus on specialty chemicals and APIs is strategic, aiming to not only strengthen our economy, but also reduce our reliance on foreign markets. By positioning ourselves as a key player in these critical sectors, we align with the overreaching goal of making India self-sufficient. I would like to extend our heartfelt gratitude to ONGC for their collaboration and contribution in making this endeavor a reality. ONGC's support has been instrumental in reaching this milestone, highlighting the importance of partnership in achieving shared goals for the betterment of our nation. In the spirit of collaboration and innovation, let us continue to navigate the path of self-reliance and excellence. As we celebrate the receipt of KG-98/2 crude, let this milestone be a beacon guiding us towards a future of energy independence. With gratitude to ONGC and collective commitment, let us forge ahead, contributing to the growth and prosperity of our nation. Henry Ford aptly observed, "Coming together is a beginning. Keeping together is progress. Working together is success." With the receipt of KG-98/2 crude, we have reached the successful phase in Team MRPL and Team ONGC relations of crude procurement and energy security. Jai Hind, chewenge Asman.
Thank you, sir. I thank our managing director for giving his perspective of the significance of this event, not just for our organization, our parent organization, but also to the nation. He has clearly spelled out MRPL's vision for the days that are going to follow, and he has clearly given us a vision to march ahead. And I'm sure today has been a day full of enlightenment and inspiration. And before we go to the culminating part of the event, I present a song that depicts the spirit we are in now after this event.
आगे 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 चल पड़े हैं आगे 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 चल पड़े हैं आगे आशा की चिराग लेके आगे 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 ओ आगे 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 चल पड़े हैं आगे आशा की चिराग लेके आगे 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 भारत की महिमा आसमां तक फैलाने सारे संसार में हमारी शान को बढ़ाने आगे 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 चल पड़े हैं आगे आशा की चिराग लेके आगे 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 भारत की शान MRPL MRPL हर मुश्किल को पार करने वाले हर चुनौती पे प्रहार करने वाले पशु पक्षी वृक्षों की संरक्षण करने वाले शुद्ध ईंधन से धरती को समर्थन देने वाले आगे 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 चल पड़े हैं आगे आशा की चिराग लेके आगे 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 भारत की शान MRPL MRPL नए भारत का नए विचार का नया जोश का पूर्ण विकास का खड़ी मेहनत का आधुनिकता का नया इतिहास लिखने वाले हम भारत की शान MRPL MRPL भारत की शान MRPL MRPL
To propose vote of thanks, I request Sri Sandesh Kutino, CJMHR, to come forward.
Thank you, Rudolph. Good afternoon, everyone. Okay, Albert Hubbard once said, I would rather be able to appreciate things that I cannot have than to have things that I cannot appreciate. Being thankful and expressing gratitude is an important part of being happy in life. I am here to thank each and every one of you who made this event a great success. First of all, I thank God Almighty for gracing this beautiful day. My special thanks to our Managing Director, Shri Munkur Shamprasad Kamath, who is the backbone of the company and who has spared his valuable time and given us this wonderful message on getting resilient in our endeavors. Thank you, sir. I thank Director Refinery, Shri Sanjay Verma ji, who has been always an inspiration to all of us. Thank you, sir. My heartfelt thanks to Director Finance, Shri Vivek Tongaonkar ji, who has been a motivation to all of us. Thank you, sir. I thank District Commandant Karnataka Coast Guard, P.K. Mishra ji, for gracing this occasion. Thank you, sir. I thank CVO, Sri Ganesh Bhatt, who has been always a guiding force behind our success. Thank you, sir. I thank representative from ONGC, Sri Sunil Kumar ji, GGM ONGC, for coming all the way for handing over the first cargo of ONGC KG 98/2 crude, and on this landmark event for the ONGC group of companies, as this crude will be the milestone towards Atmanirbhar Bharat. Thank you, sir. I thank today's special guests from the industry, IOCL, BPCL, HPCL, NMPA, ISPRL, DCCSF, friends from the media, and from Coast Guard, who have all spared their time and graced this event. Thank you very much. My heartfelt gratitude to the program, the host of the program, GGMHR Shri Krishna Gireji. Thank you. I thank all the senior colleagues, GGMs, CGMs, representatives of MSA, MEU, MSEVA, VIPS, and the entire MRPL family who made this event a grand success. Thank you all. My special thanks to Team Admin, Team CC, Manoj and Rudolph and their teams, Team Media, Media House, who have synchronized this wonderful program. And also IST. IST also has done a lot of things to get this job done. And one good round of applause to the MC of the day, who has meticulously conducted this program, Rudolph. And all the people who have worked relentlessly for this grand success of this program. Thank you all. Chewing Asma.
Thank you, sir. And before we end the event, I'm sure our hearts are brimming with patriotism. Let us all rise to the national anthem, and after the anthem, let us disperse. Thank you.
अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंधु गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल गंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्छल जलधि तरंगा तब शुभ नामे जागे तब शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तब जय गाथा जन गण मंगल दायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे।
Thank you.